Saturday. It's Friday morning, April 11th. Holy crap. Oh, man. Sit outside in a nice, cool morning. It's, I don't have my other phones to know what the time it is, but it's probably past 8 o'clock. No, it's 9. It's about 9-ish. And, I was in a discussion, nothing official yet. It was a discussion about we're at it for good. I'll say about 45 minutes. No, not even that. Maybe about what 30 minutes. There are layers. There are layers in, I would say, in different things, you know, and you look at different religions, you know. The oldest ones is Christianity, Islam, Muslim, Judea. There's 3 different variants of the Judaic religion. There's the Orthodox. There's your Jesuits. There's your Zionist. But there's so many here. We have Mormon, Pentecostal, Presbyterian, Methodist, Baptist, Pentecostal. Episcopalian, cult of Scientology, the cult of Jehovah's Witness. Sikh. You have see what's really fucked up is that you got people that are so fucking stupid and don't realize that when you look at Sikh, Hindu, and Islam, is that people think it's the same religion. No. Hindu is India, the religion of India. You have Sikh. Sikh is a different religion from Islam, you know. There's a lot of people that would take Sikh and Islam. They tend to mix it up because what happened on 9/11, these idiots are so fucking brainwashed, you know, that it was the Muslims that did it. Bullshit. It was an inside job, man. Inside job. And the media ran with it, all this bullshit, you know. But the thing is, there's different levels of layers, not levels, layers. You know, there's this thing of science versus creatism. The never-ending conflict here because some read the Bible, some read the Quran, some read the book of the Sikh religion, book of the Hindu religion, Buddhist, Buddhism and Hinduism, they kind of go hand in hand because they both, you can achieve enlightenment, For the longest time, I mean, here in the country, you have people that are so pro-creatism out of the Bible, and some that are pro-science, because science is a different area, man, What? All right. It's just that the way things are religiously, you have these warped-minded fundamentalists that are pro-creatism and shit, just really hardcore, And in history, religion is the reason people die in wars, because most wars are religion-based, Some will say, no, it's not. Well, shit, what happened to the Jews during World War II? That was a religious. That was partially religious, And I mean, it is insane. Like there shouldn't be a war over this bullshit, because science is a knowledge of discovery. The teaching of discovery and knowledge. Okay. Creatism is what's in the Bible. Okay. I watch the show called Bullshit, which has Penn and Teller, and it was on Showtime from 2003 to 2009. And there was an episode about science versus creatism. And it was about evolution. Evolution science. Evolution's always been about science, science. And they have this big old voting that both science and creatism can be taught in the same subject. No. Evolution is science. Always been science, Discovery. Knowledge, man, I think that you got these hardcore Bible bashers and shit, saying the only science is in the Bible. No, that's creatism from what someone wrote. Science, evolution, it's about discovery. Like cure for diseases, How do you cure a disease? Right? How do you cure a disease? You find and you study, you research, like penicillin, right? There was a discovery of penicillin. You know, through science. You know. And we just cannot go on with this world with just creatism, right? Just plain Jane bullshit. You know. Science, you know, is again the teachings of the teaching of discovery of out of the box equation kind of thing, out of the box, you know, out of the box. Now science, you think about, okay, the dire wolves, right? The dire wolves. They resurrected the dire wolves. Okay. They want to resurrect the woolly mammoth. Right? But the thing is, if you resurrect the woolly mammoth, let it go. Don't even bring them back. You know. Don't even bring them back, because here's the reason why. We're in a different time period, okay? A different time period, okay? Their time is done, okay? If you bring back the dire wolves, the woolly mammoth, and the dodo bird kind of thing, you know, their population is going to be 0.0001%. How are you going to bring back the woolly mammoth? What you can do, use a surrogate elephant surrogate to give birth to a woolly mammoth? Is that the idea? Because they had a canine, normal dog, give birth to dire wolves. Five. So why would you want to bring back something that has extinct thousands of years ago? Bringing them back would be a bad idea. Because the thing is, they have one that's already 100 pounds. Still a pup, 100 pounds. You know. Bad idea. Bad idea. It's man playing God again. It's man playing God again. You know. It needs to stop. You know, man playing God by cloning a sheep that lived for 6 years, right? Here, let's bring this one. You know, a clone can only last, like, for example, if you clone a human being to a fool, okay, fully, they have no soul, okay, no soul, okay. A clone has no soul, and never will, because it's not real. Maybe flesh and bone, but it's just a carbon copy of the original, you know. And yeah, and it's like if I was cloned, my clone would have no soul. It may be living, may have a mind, heart, and lung and shit, you know. But it will have no soul. No soul. Why? Because It was cloned from my genetics. It'll have no soul. Man is playing God. They ain't God. Only God is up there. You know. You know. Let's see here. I mean, it's kind of cool to imagine. Want to see a dire wolf or a woolly mammoth up close? But the thing is, they're wild animals. They're wild animals, you know, and it's like during World War II, they wanted to bring back. They tried to bring back a species of animal in Germany that was extinct 25,000 years ago. Between 10 and 25,000 years ago. Really? Just let them be, man. Let them be extinct because their time passed, man. It's like, it's like these dumb shits that brought back the dire wolf. I bet anything that they're gonna bring back the how you say the caveman, right? Trying to bring back the caveman, you know, and the thing is, what they're doing is dangerous. It is dangerous. Trying to play God, you know. It's dangerous. It is dangerous because it is very, very dangerous. You know, I know I'll get people that are Bible bashers, you know, commenting, you know, but the thing is, I'm speaking from common sense, logic, and reality. You know, the dire wolves will be in captivity for a long time. You know, and they won't put them anywhere. You know, it's like if they bring back the woolly mammoth, like you're basically cloning it. You're not really you're so the thing is, you're not really resurrecting it. You're cloning it. Okay, you're cloning it. Like a woolly mammoth, you're not bringing it back through resurrection. You're bringing it back through cloning. And that's dangerous, man. That is like playing God, but you're not God, man. You know, it's like if my dog Lizzie passed away. You know, she ain't resurrected; she's cloned. You know, Creatism is strictly Bible, you know, biblical stuff. Science is science to discover a way to find cures for diseases and other stuff like that. You know, other, you know, scientific, conscious, logical, moral means. You know. But if we're going to sit there and play God, as in bringing back things that's been gone for millennia and shit, that's like for example, bringing back the Mogman, the Bogman, like he's intact, he has his, and or bringing back, say, like King Tut. He ain't coming back, because bringing him back will be heresy. It will be I'm surprised they weren't planning. Just the idea of them bringing back the pharaohs in that way, be like, no, that would be an abomination. It would be, chaotic, man. Because, again, you're not really bringing them back. You're cloning them. It's still called cloning. It's still called cloning. It's not resurrection. It's called cloning. It's called cloning, not resurrection. It's called cloning. I just think that there are some people that are very irresponsible. Very, very irresponsible, The Big Bang Theory. I made a joke last night about the Big Bang could be equivalent of God going to Taco Bell. And it'll be a 12D fart. Sorry, it's a joke. See, even God has a sense of humor. But if you fuck up, you'll feel his wrath. It just really, that's it, man. I think it's really dangerous. Man is not God. Man is not a demigod. AI is not God. AI is bullshit. Bullshit. We're man. I'm a man. I'm not God or demigod. I'm just a human. A man. A human. I'd rather be who I am. I don't want to be a god or a demigod. I just want to be me, as a human being. I just feel that in my heart, it's kind of nice to see a dire wolf living, but I would rather see them in a museum as bones. There's a way, if you do things scientifically where you can modify, there's a genetics where you can make them small, like the size of my dog. That'd be nice. But The dire wolf's DNA has them as 200 pounds, 250 pounds, fucking huge. And just huge. Bigger than a goddamn bull mastiff, man. 5 times the size of a goddamn Saint Bernard, man. And you got regular canines that can reach 160 pounds. Okay, all muscle. 160 pounds. That's fucking huge. Saint Bernard was like 170, about 170, man. It's fucking huge, dude. You got some dogs that are fucking monstrous where they can take on a fucking wolf, man, and kick its ass. Or a coyote, man, and kick its ass, If y'all want to know what a coyote is, it's a dog on crack. I'll be here all day. I'm kidding. It's a joke. My son's mom and I, we had a dog that was chow and coyote mix. Beautiful dog, Ginger. Beautiful dog. She had that nice fluffy tail, along with fluffy tail. She looked like a fox with a nice furry fluffy tail, and but she was shot by a rancher over 25 years ago. Beautiful dog. She was beautiful. But religion and science are two very polar opposites. Religion is about creatism. Different religions have their own version of creatism. Science is about discovery. Medicine, evolution, because animals do evolve. They do evolve. So does diseases. So does, life. Again, I would like to tell these people that made the dire wolves, look, you are not God. You did not resurrect the dire wolf. You brought him back through cloning by what DNA was left. It's cloning. It's not resurrection, it's called cloning. Generational cloning means you took DNA of dire wolf. What's left? You fucked with it. You modified it. You decoded it. It's manipulation of DNA, of genetic code. You managed to put these cells in a canine who gave birth to 5. Okay? there's plans to bring back the woolly mammoth. How in the fucking hell are you going to do that shit, man? The woolly mammoth is a woolly mammoth. That thing is a rug with feet. Okay? That is a walking living rug with teeth, man. And how are you going to control this thing? This thing is going to be fucking huge, bigger than a fucking house, 5 times than a normal elephant, man. Okay, you get it? A woolly mammoth is much bigger and wider than a normal elephant. Right? So why are you wanting to bring back the woolly mammoth? The woolly mammoth's been dead for millions of years. Leave it alone. Okay? You guys fucked up. I bring back you guys fucked up pretty much basically by bringing back the dire wolves. Okay? Let them be. Let them stay dead. You know? You're trying to bring back something that's been gone for 25,000 years and bringing it back through cloning. You basically cloned the DNA. You didn't really resurrect it like, oh. No, you cloned the DNA of what was left of material. It's called cloning, not resurrection. Cloning. Yeah. It's called cloning. You fucking morons. You took DNA, what was left. You fucked with it. You decoded it. You modified it. And what happened? You put it in a canine who gave birth to 5. Right? You are not fucking God, man. Stop playing God. Because you're pissing him off. You're pissing him off. And you're pissing me off, too. What's supposed to be dead needs to stay dead. Okay? Stop playing God because you ain't God. You're just a human that's fucking stupid. Not realize they're gonna get huge. They're gonna get huge. It's in their DNA. What next? You're gonna bring back the bear, the big old bear and shit from the ice period at that time? I tell you what. You do that? Here's what I would do if I was president. I would pull your fucking funding. I would have you fucking prosecuted for playing God, man. I would prosecute your ass for playing God. You ain't God, man. The ice period was over 100,000 years ago. Whatever it was. That time's over. Our time's now. You ain't God. Stop playing God. Okay? If I was president, I would have your ass prosecuted for playing God. You ain't God. He's God. You're a bunch of fucking idiots, man. Fucking idiots, man. Yeah. A man or a woman cannot be God. Stop playing God. You ain't God. He's God. Or she's God. You know. Science is pretty cool to discover things. The thing is, you're bringing back something that's been dead for 10 to 25,000 years through what? Cloning? Genetic cloning? That ain't resurrection. That's still cloning, man. You know? All you're doing is manipulating the genetic code. That's all you're doing. You're not really doing anything but just that. I wouldn't say it's resurrection. It's more like cloning, man. You know? Resurrection ain't the word. It's cloning. What it is. You know? Again, that's like my Lizzie. You know, she's a tweenie, Chihuahua Dachshund. If she passed away right now, if she's cloned, if you took anything from her DNA and a tissue to clone it, it's not really resurrection. It's called cloning. Yeah, you know, that's all it is. Just cloning. You know, no more, no less. You know, it's like, you know, my dog Dude. He's Chihuahua Terrier. He's been dead for a couple of years. Do I want him back through cloning? No. I want him to be where he's at, because he lived his life, man. And Lizzie, she's 2 years old. I want her to live her life. I wouldn't bring him back through cloning or resurrection. No, just leave the animal where they lie, man. You know, that's like, would you like? It's like someone saying, would you like to see your parents again? As in, what are you gonna do? Kill me? No. This is something better. If you're talking about cloning my parents, I'm gonna kick your ass. Oh no. This is called resurrection. What are you gonna do? Do a little seance and jerk off and shit? No. We're just gonna do. Let me guess. You're gonna take their sample, right? DNA and tissue, right? Oh yeah, that's called cloning, you asshole. It's called cloning, man. If our parents go, they go. Their time is up. You know, I mean, we're not going to live forever. Okay, we're not. I'm 49. I know. I'm 49. I know. For me, life's still short. You know. It's all matters of living a good life, knowing that you did live a good life. You know. And there's so much layers after layers after layers of bullshit that you got these idiots thinking, well, we must not let them teach evolution in school. Why? It's either the Bible or nothing else. Keep the Bible in church and in your home. School is where you're learning. Evolution science. Science is where you learn in school, in colleges. So you're trying to say, well, if you teach evolution, we're going to interfere. We're going to complain. We're going to take away your license to teach. Is that like calling the kiddo black? You know? These religious Bible bashing bastards. Look, I read the Bible too. Okay, I do. I have an open mind. Okay. Only difference, I separate the Bible Creatism bullshit to the science bullshit. Science, you know. You have to know the difference. You gotta separate them. You know, Creatism is in the Bible. It's teaching about the Big Bang and so on and so forth along the way here. Old Testament and New Testament. There you go. Science is what you learn about finding cure for diseases like polio, the flu, right? Cancer, right? Find a cure for cancer, find a cure for, whatnot, And this discovery of medicine. That's science. It's science, Discovery of gravity. Is that science? Sure it is, in a way, What's technology? It's part science in a way. If you stop and think about it for a moment, technology is part of science in a way, just a little bit. Not fully, but just a little bit. Evolution, science, discovery of medicine, curing diseases, figuring out how life is, how life works, Astrology is, I would say it's a science. I wouldn't say it's a thing, Astrology is the study of the stars and the planets, I don't see it as some kind of thing. It's mostly science. Okay? Is Earth flat? No, it's round. Does the sun evolve around the Earth? No. The Earth evolves around the sun. Is the Earth flat again? No. If Earth was flat, I'd be flat. Earth is round, and the Earth and other planets evolve around the sun. But we got some morons saying, well, Earth's flat. Well, how about your head? Your head's flat? No. What is it? Round? There you go. Go fuck yourself. I mean, it's just that Earth is not flat. Never was flat to begin with. Never was flat, It's like people saying, well, the Holocaust never happened. It never happened. It did happen. The Holocaust happened, and Japanese Americans, German Americans, and even Italian Americans were locked up in internment camps here in the States. Japanese, Italian, and German Americans who were born here were put in internment camps. And who ordered it? FDR. And was FDR a Democrat? And what are Democrats? Cocksuckers. And what are neocons and rhinos? Assholes. You got these dumbass scientists forgoing their oath to medicine. These doctors, all I care about is this, right? This. You got scientists being paid to falsify reports. That bullshit. It's been going on since John D. Rockefeller started the whole shit, because he didn't want anybody to know the real truth. Alright guys, my name is Reverend Ordo. Again, my name is Reverend Ordo, and this has been the Anonymous Mando'Ade Network. If you're new to this channel, subscribe, comment below, hit the bell for notification, and always live healthy, happy, and wise. And I mean healthy and wise. And I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out. Godspeed.